Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Welcome back to Touhou, the Genius of Sephiroth. Last time, Tony took 3 parts, but I kinda caught that audio desync thing, which was sort of annoying. But yes, we got ourselves a few new formations. We finally met up with Wherein, so we have our final main game party member here. Sorry if that seems like a bit of a spoiler, but yeah, we don't get any more party members for the main game. So 12 is a pretty good number, I've got to say. There's a lot that you can do with 12 party members, and especially when you only have 6 at the time. So this time we're going to tackle the Youkai Mountain, and let me tell you, this stage is freaking huge. We have a lot to do here, and so let's just get going. We have ourselves this silver chest over here. We're not going to get the key for that for a fairly long time, just letting you know. So we saw these guys last time, the Nurikabe, and they're kind of wrecked by Sakuya because they still have Slayer, and that's pretty much all we need. They're weak to earth, and I think water is the other option, but honestly it doesn't matter too much when Sakuya Slayer just rips them a new one, and yeah, they give Wherein a lot of experience. We also have Moko and Reimu getting a couple levels here too, which is good, and Wherein gaining 3 levels gets Charming Fragrance and Never Fail. So Charming Fragrance is a single target charm move, and that's pretty good because you don't have to use the bomb in order to try and charm opponents, and Never Fail is the accuracy buff. So yeah. Most of the enemies in this first half are not going to be particularly potent, and they're largely going to be enemies that we've seen many a time before. So we have stuff like the crows over here, just an upgrade of the regular bird enemies. They can daze you and they can get kind of annoying, but it's not usually too big of a problem. And yeah, they're weak against Electra. They also have very low HP. I thought they had higher HP than that, so that's why I went in with Ultimate Division, but it turns out that was kind of unnecessary. And yeah, pretty much every fight that we do here with Wherein is going to get some more skills. So let's just quickly show these ones off. Black Miasma is the Petrify attack that I linked to before, and Unquick is her first debuff that reduces accuracy and evasion. Notice how low the MP cost of her debuff is compared to a buff, and it's got a lower cooldown too, so her debuffs are usually easier to work around that way. But of course her buffing skills are incredibly powerful, so you want to work with that too. So this stage is split into roughly, I want to say 4 areas, as we get a Rusty Blade for Yomu crafting. And the first area is this general under tree place, and yeah, it won't take too long to go around. I think we'll just Yokai Buster here and go with that. It's not a huge area, but there are a few maze-like structures within it, so we do need to be a bit careful around that. But it isn't honestly the world's most challenging dungeon, let's put it that way. The enemies here are really not as powerful as a lot of the ones we have been fighting, so we can use some of the lesser or lower level characters and just blitz through this place. So I get a couple of new skills for Wherein. Trust me, this does slow down later, but of course Wherein has 10 stages worth of experience to catch up with, so do bear that in mind. So Unresist, Induction Resistance down, quite nice, and the other one was Perfect Resist for Resistance buff. So that's really nice if you, basically you can use Wherein and Sanai together and create a good strong buffing core, where Sanai's buffs are the general like opening ones, and then you can overwrite them with Wherein once you, you know, you can get the single target stuff to work. So up here I think is, yeah, a shortcut way back once we get far enough into the stage. So we can't do anything with that for just now, but that is fine. If we go this way, however, then we can enter a new place with what is the toughest enemy in this first part, the, yeah, thing here. I'm not even gonna try. I guess it's a Gashado Kuro. It's weak against strike, fire, and light. So those are the three things that you will want to do here. I think it can do some instant death stuff. I know it casts a very, very strong curse, where the strength of the curse is so high that it actually does, you deal more damage to yourself than you deal to him. So do make sure that you res buff against it, and it might still not be enough, but that's where the induction down comes in with face punch over here. This thing has about 4,200 HP, so it's definitely sturdy, but is also not impossible to take down pretty quickly, as we see here. So yeah, and I guess you can also poison it too, which is nice. But yeah, weak to strike means that 3 of my party members have a weakness against it here. It does give a lot of experience by itself though. That's more experience than any of the other monsters around here. And we can see we are starting to slow down on the skills learned here. But Makai, Temptation, is the control inflicting status, so against Kaguya that would be really good. Not so much in a lot of other stuff here. But anyway, we do get a new item, the Raiden Ring, so we have 25% damage now from electric. So we're starting to get the upgrades of the very first accessories that we got actually from stage 2 and the likes. So yeah, that's a very strong electric resistance. We will get one of those for every element except Mystic, which we will have to find as a drop. So there is that. So the only other way we can go is up here, so let's go ahead and do that. We shall go this way round because there was actually nothing up here. I thought there was a box up here, but I guess not. Okay, we do have a new enemy here. So this thing, Hariti, I don't remember exactly what it does. I think it... I know it has area heal, but I think it's just a general like mage enemy of this area. So it shouldn't be too dangerous, but I'm not gonna let my guard down too much here. I'm just gonna go with Sealing Needle against it, and I think it's Fire Weak. It might actually be Earth Weak, I don't remember, but I think it's Fire? So we'll try Fire here. I thought I might have actually had... Oh, it's Light Weak as well. It's not Fire. Okay. Well, the fact of it's Light Weak makes this a fair bit easier, because Reimu's attacks can just attack, hit it that way. Let's try Earth as well, see if we can. See if we can get that off. No, it's not. It's very Earth resistant. Okay. I don't even know then. Maybe Water, because that's one of the few we haven't had yet. So Byakuran's finally slowed down in experience, but that's a large amount of levels that we've had for right here, which is very good. This is a way that you can go, so let's go the other way first because there's a box this way if I remember rightly. So yeah, that's that enemy. They can heal the targets. Oh man, the box is on the other side. Ah, well there are snakes over here, so that's not a terrible thing to have happen here. Weak to slash and water as they would normally be. I don't have a Slayer against him, but I have weakness, so that should be enough. They can do poison, same as you would expect from most of these things, so that is fine. Water, I believe, should do enough damage here to really make a big difference on this fight. Oh, that is if I get a chance to do it. Nope. Take a shot. But at least we get one kill with the amulet there. So that means that Fancy Amulet should get the kill on the other two at the back here, as it would. So I'm gonna focus my efforts on these ones at the front now. Unless Extermination, yeah, Extermination can hit all of them and it's a bit quicker, so it might get to play, yeah, before they get to attack. So we take out two of the enemies there. And yeah, we can just also from here. Not really anything to worry about. I mean, this guy is tanky, but Moko is also very tanky, so Nothing too special, and we do get a couple of level ups. Finally getting Thunderbolt for Patchouli, which is good. Single target lightning strength. And Byakuren doesn't get any more skills just now. That is fine. So I guess there's just nothing else in this little bit here. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but at the same time I'm pretty sure I'm not, so whatever. These trees just hide a lot of enemies, and sometimes hide boxes, but mostly just a lot of enemies. We have another new one here, the Penagallon, I guess. It's an upgrade to the weird Medusa head things that we saw before, so it has Sweet Breath and I think Poison Mist or something as well, so not a particularly dangerous enemy, let's just put it that way. Killing Doll should get a Slayer hit here, and that'd be nice. I'm pretty sure it's Fire and Light weak, so we shall go with that. We'll go with Water as well, just to get some decent damage off here. Silence is really good against the Buddhist thing there, because it's that was like almost racist, but yeah, that's what it kind of is supposed to be from, is from Buddhism. It's not weak to water either, but yeah, it's very very good against it because most of its attacks are magic based, so it can't cast them whilst that's out, and that is a very strong thing. So I don't think we have to do too much more here. We just need to finish these guys off, and I guess this guy wasn't weak to light afterwards, fire, so we'll do that. So long as you've got a resistance buff, these enemies are really nothing special. Yeah, and that's enough to take it out. And fire doesn't quite take him out, but Earth Javelin cannot be used because of silence. So yeah, very powerful status condition to have here. As Byakuren gets Hyper Trigger, which is a nice skill that is a little bit different to what Sanai can buff, because Hyper Trigger buffs induction, and Sanai can't increase induction rate. So wow, how did I not get into an encounter there? That was quite special. Let's just go this way to reset the room, because I think
sure, we'll do this, right? Why not? Not really needing to do anything too important here, I don't think. Does Youkai Buster? Yeah, Youkai Buster hits them all, so that's quite nice. I might just buff magic here to get this done quicker. Oh, they're not weak to fire. Okay, well, what are they weak to then? I don't even remember what they're weak to. They're healing an awful lot though, which is not very nice. I don't particularly like that. So we'll just Ultimate Division here. We'll heal Moko because she's about dead. Youkai Buster can be used again. Are they weak to... Earth seems a bit silly, but I guess we'll try it. I honestly thought they were weak to fire, but I guess not. Nope, they're actually immune to Earth. Okay, good to know. I have no idea what they're weak to. I need to check that.
because I'm pretty sure they do have a weakness to something. As Moko gains a level and Byakuren gets Elemental Shield, which is also a pretty good skill. It raises, for one character, it raises a core element's resistance by 2 stages. Which, yeah, can be actually very good, because you just give a 50% resistance to somebody for an element the enemy is using. So, normally I would do this at the end of a stage, but yeah, what are these guys weak to? Oh, electric, of course, the one which I haven't tried. Weak to electric and to stab, so if you're using Nitori, then that's good. They're actually resistant to light and dark. Huh. Interesting. They're not overly dangerous, so usually I just power straight through them, and there's nothing up here. Okay. Yeah, I normally just don't even care, and just power my way through them, but yeah, if you want a weakness, then electric is what you need to be using. So, Yukari Sisters! Ah man, we get to see some Yukari Sisters. Well, my commander doesn't really help here, so whatever, but she can give us some more MP, so we'll just do that whilst we're here. And Wind of Swords, and just physical attack. Maybe we'll get to kill it. It'd be really nice if we could. That's 4 damage. Ah, but it runs away after. That's unfortunate. It has 6 HP, so we almost took it down. And it's a 3030 experience if you do, because it's basically just 3 Yukari on top of each other. Now, we have an enemy I definitely do know the weakness to. Rafflesia. Not Rafflesia Seduction, that is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. very old Yu-Gi-Oh card at that. It's weak against fire and slash, as are most plant-based monsters, and it's also gonna get slayed by Sakuya, so that thing is not long for this world. It can, I think it can do sleep and fawn something. It's a party-wide daze inflicting attack that's a ground type move. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but yeah. But it's not going to last very long because Sakuya is just going to rip it in two, so yeah, 1780 damage because Slayer and weakness, and Reimu doesn't even have to move. Just the way she likes it, right? Okay, so Sanai, level 33, pretty good, and Reimu at level 28 is also nice. I mean, it's a bit of a shame in one sense that Sanai has to do so much in terms of party stuff here, but at the same time, Sanai also doesn't really attack very often. So it's not as if she's overpowering the game by that sense. So I don't know, it's a bit weird. So we have a new concept here. We have a blue recovery circle. These do not show up very often, but as it says, they can only be used once and cannot save your game. So as soon as we use this healing circle, it disappears. When we leave the area and come back, it will reappear. So if we go back to the overworld, then it will come back. But that blue circle is indicating something to us, and that is cutscene time. And that doesn't look healthy. Wow, that's a giant ass one in the middle there. Freaking craters all over the ground, huh? What the heck happened indeed? Yeah, I mean, unless Gensokyo is being pelted by meteors, I don't think this is really natural. So, could be a power of an Oni, yeah. Suiko could have caused this, or Yugi on her rampage, because she was supposed to be on a drunken rampage before, right? Yeah, Suiko might have done this, but what would Suiko gain from this? Also, Yomu's kind of standing in the middle of that one. But yeah, it doesn't really have anything to do with the incident outright, unless it's the perpetrator of the incident. Who knows? But, well, yeah, Aya doesn't see a connection apparently. Is this all your... Well, I don't know how we would have done it, but enter Momiji! Indeed. So, what are you doing here? Well, she is guardian of the mountain, right? What a foolish question indeed. Yep, so mountain self-defense force. Well, you're not really doing a very good job of self-defending if this is happening, right? Can't understand. Oh dear. Yeah, what's up with that? Nah. Somebody in the comments is probably going to tell me exactly what Daishogi is, because I don't remember. Is it like Japanese Go or something? Oh wait, Go is Japanese anyway, right? I don't even know exactly what thing it is, but she's getting pissed off because she thinks we're the ones who caused this. But yeah, why have we come to the mountain? Because we need to resolve the incident. That's ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe. Who knows? I mean, really, at this point, who knows? Because we've gone through everywhere else in the game, right? So, no traces of mist. Not necessarily. But I can see the logic. Having no mist is what makes it kind of suspicious. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. But, of course, Momiji is not going to let us through that easy. So, yeah, we have to fight. And, yeah, we have to go on. So, Byakuran's like, we're not going to back down that easy. So, that is what we're going to do. We're going to force our way through. And that's it. Warning shots are pretty much what's gonna happen here. So, mid-boss time with Momiji. She is honestly not much stronger than the regular enemies that we've been fighting here, which is why I'm not overly worried about this fight. I could definitely see it going wrong, but I don't think that's gonna happen somehow. So she only has 6,000 HP at this time, and that basically means that while she's not fair game strictly speaking, she is definitely somebody who is pretty easy to take on. Now, she is not a beast, she is in fact a warrior, so if you're still using Nitori or Marissa, then they can definitely do a lot of damage here. I think she does have a debuff that she can inflict, so we'll make sure that we're defending against that first. Earth is definitely a weakness for her. I think fire is one as well. We're gonna try that real quick, but I know earth is a weakness, so we'll probably do that next turn. So we're just gonna use Zufu here just to make sure that Sanai doesn't instantly die in case of no, fire is not a weakness, okay. Whoa, that was painful. Yeah, she shouldn't get us here if we're careful, but we do have a good thing with Moko here. So Phoenix Resurrection, her last word is a party-wide revive. It also does heal you a little bit, so we're gonna keep hold of that just now and use that later. So Sakia's Soul Sculpture, that can definitely get some regen going for her. She'll recover her own health here, and otherwise we're just gonna go ahead and power through it. We'll use Earth because Earth is a weakness. I should have put Diamond Cutter on for this fight really, that would have been nice, but oh well. Shouldn't be that big a deal. She is fairly tanky in the physical side of things, so that does sort of suck, but yeah, Sanai resisted that last hit, which helped out a bit, but yeah, she's definitely doing more damage to the front row than I would like here. Regardless, I think we can still sort of run through this fairly easily. I mean, she's already half dead, right? So it shouldn't be too bad dealing with this. We will duplex barrier Sanai here so that she stays alive long enough to cast her stuff. Although apparently she goes ahead of the barrier, which is kind of funny. I suppose because I haven't got the barrier tree raised at the moment, then she does go first with that. She's using all of wow, that duplex barrier was way too slow. She's using Nitori's basic attacks here. You know, Marto Break, Sunny Strike. She has the other one is Porovoka Slash. I'm pretty sure she has that as well. So just basic element stuff here, nothing too dangerous. And yeah, essentially she's pretty much already dead, so good job. Definitely crowning achievement for you right here, Momiji. I mean, she did kill Moko, I guess, so there is that, but yeah, she's not one to last very long against 5 characters. And you can tell she's only the mid-stage boss because she doesn't give you full power and all of that. She only gives you a handful, like just 5 power. She doesn't even give you that much experience, so yeah, yes, okay. And Weapon Bless as well, very nice. So Jack the Ripper is definitely a super good attack that you want to have around. So yeah, there's 12 of us. Even if only 6 of us can fight at any one time, 12 against 1, yeah, not going to work very well. Yeah, we were very well prepared, so you're not going to. we're not going to lose to you that easy. Don't get used to it, Aya. Yeah, a little bit, but she kind of pursued it too much, so Aya is enjoying this way too much. Yeah, that's pretty much what Reimu is like in this game, just stop worrying about everything and move on. So we actually do get a formation for that, as well as exiting the first quarter of this stage. Like I said, there's a lot of parts to this stage, but we do get a new formation, so let's take a look at that. If I remember rightly, it is a 3-person formation, as it is. This is the new one, right? Yeah, because we had Momiji strike before, so this is a full-on, offense formation. Attack, speed, magic, but defense goes down. So basically, you either win quickly or you get destroyed with this sort of one. Again, it's a 3-person formation, so you're probably not going to use it very much, but yeah. And just so you can see here, the blue circle does not reappear once we're done with the boss fight there. So that is strictly a mid-boss, and that is that. But because we have kind of gone halfway through this first section here, we've tackled the forest area for the Youkai Mountain. We're going to save the next part for later, because it is a new area with different enemies, and next time we'll find out what's there. So until then, this has been GamerCow playing Touhou, the Genius of Sapphiros, and I'll see you for that then.